Hey, what's going on guys? Welcome back to another Stormworks video and welcome to episode 5 of the boat plane build series. Today we're going to be getting some fuel tanks sorted so we can give the engine a test to make sure it turns on without too many issues, and then next episode we can add the control surfaces and take it on a quick test flight. But anyway guys, without further ado, let's get started. Okie dokie, so let's start with the fuel tanks in the wings. So let's go like this into symmetry mode, very good. And then what we'll do, we're going to break apart some of the wing up to about there. That should be plenty, that way it kind of keeps the weight in the middle rather than all at the back. So that's pretty good actually. Happy with that. Let's get rid of the bottom part as well. Very good. And what we're going to do, so both these tanks are linked together. We're going to make it go through the middle, so that comes to the floor there. Okay, what we'll do, guys, just grab a 1x2 wedge, turn that around like so. Very good. Let's make it 4 wide. Why not? Like that, very good. And then we're going to put another tank in the middle there, but we'll do that in just a moment. Let's sort out this bit first. Let's grab some 1x4s. Let's fill in all of that. Good, all the way along like this. Nice, and we're going to do the same thing right there. And then we've got 3 blocks here. Maybe we can just grab a 1x2 and go along like that. Very good, and then we'll just fill that area in. So I'm not really too worried about that. I think we're going to have plenty of fuel. So let's go with that for now. And then what we'll do, we will seal it off like so. Very good. So all the fuel will be limited to here, go through underneath the belly and into the other tank. So it'll kind of just be one big tank sort of thing, I suppose. That's pretty good. So let's grab some 1x4s, turn them around that way. Nice. Come along like that. And we'll keep doing the same thing all the way. And then at the end part, we'll grab a 1x2 and go over here, turn it upside down and go along like that. Very good. So as you can see, the whole wing is hollow and can fit a fair bit of fuel in here, and then it's going to go across to the other side through these wedges. So let's open up the belly of this thing. There we go. Where is our hole? There it is. Let's go back to here. Okay, good. Get rid of these. These are all in the way for now. Perfect. All right, so we need to make this a sealed off area. So what we'll do, we'll get rid of these ones, and I suppose we'll just use some blocks to replace them. And then we're going to get rid of this one. We're going to need a pipe. Let's grab a straight piece. Go like that. Perfect, and we'll do the same thing over here. Chuck one there, and we'll do the same thing, like this, like that, all the way down to here. Good, fill that area in. Okie dokie. So this will be kind of like our center part of the big tank. So it'll all be linked together. So that's actually really good. So what we'll do, let's get a port sorted right here. No, not right there. Which is the front, which is the back. All right, so this is the back, so we're going to have to do it back here somewhere. Okay, we can use the middle part at least. That's pretty good. So what we'll do, we get a port sorted. Port, if I could spell it correctly. Chuck that right there. So that will go straight to the engine. And then on either side, let's go with a meter. We'll have a liquid meter on one side. Turn that around like that. And a spawner on the other. Go like this, turn that around that way. And perfect. So let's quickly change this to jet fuel before we forget. That could be pretty bad. So that way we can suck it up, we can read it, and we can spawn it. So that's pretty good. So let's link this one to the engine now. So we'll grab a pipe, go this way, and we need to make this go all the way to the back, don't we? Can I even get in here? I'm going to get rid of some of these pivots just for the moment, and we'll put symmetry mode back on so we can do this. There we go. All right, now we need to come up here somehow. So we'll go around like this, go that way, boink, there we go. And we'll keep on coming back and link this up to the area it needs to go. Where do we need it? Okay, there's the pump there. All right, so if we go around this pipe, yeah, we'll come down like this actually, like that, perfect. And then I want this to go back to the middle just so it keeps any weight centered sort of thing. So let's come around this way and we'll come back down like that. Perfect, okay. Now we'll come up like that, across. Oh, no, that can link straight together, isn't it? Okay, turn that around and go up like that. Awesome, so that should work. The only other thing we need is a vent. So what we could probably do, let's go all the way over here at the top of the tank on the one side. Let's put another port in, I suppose, turn that around that way. And then we're going to need a gas relief valve on the other side. So gas relief valve, one of these ones. Good, turn that around that way. And we need to link this up somewhere so it escapes outside. So let's turn that around, bring it all the way back to here, and whereabouts is this gonna pop out? You know what we could maybe do actually? The tank's just here. What if we put little ports on top of here and it'll just go straight in like that? I think that might be a better idea. So actually, let's go back in here and get rid of what we just done. If I just keep pushing backspace, there we go, and that'll fill back in. Good, so let's go back underneath here. So here is where the tank ends, is that right? Yes, it is. All right, so we're gonna go on both sides. Get rid of a little bit of an area here up to, where is it? Is that the top? Yep, okay, so this is where we are, good. So, underneath here, let's go back into this little area, and let's go with a port, I suppose. Go like, oh, no, that's not going to work, is it? Oh, yes, it will. If we, okay, let's just make a little bit more mess. Let's open up a few more bits just in here. We'll turn the ports around that way, something like that, I think. And then if we go with a gas relief valve on the back of that, go like that way, good. And then this will come up to a port up here. This will release the gases, I suppose, is the correct way to do it, hopefully. Come around like this. This needs to come up and back, and we can connect them together. So we actually have one on each side. I do believe that will work, hopefully. I guess we're going to find out, aren't we? Let's get another wedge. Let's fill in all this that we just pulled apart. Go like that, good. And we got some 1x4s on the top like that. Perfect, and some 1x2s along like that. So what we should probably do now is seal off the bottom of this. I believe that is all finished, hopefully. Let's just use some solid blocks, doesn't matter. Paint all this black again, just like that. And did we disrupt any of the black under here? Yes, we did. All right, there's a little bit in here to fix up, just like so. All right, that looks like we've never been there. Very good. So we have all our fuel and whatnot. Now we've got to add our gauges. So we do have a few spares left over from last time, don't we? Yeah, there we go. RPS, temperature. Let's go fuel over here. And on the last one, what if we just add battery? That should be fine. Minimum of 0 on number 4. And the fuel can have 0, and it can read a maximum of 1,000 at a time, I suppose, on number 3. That should be fine. Also, batteries, we should probably add one. What if we just go with a medium battery? Should be enough. Chuck it in the front here. Can we get rid of some of these weights, maybe? We could probably do that, replace it with a battery. Chuck that right there. Okie dokie, very good. So what I might do, have we got everything else ready to turn this thing on? Do we have our compressor button? We do, compressor. We should be right to go, hopefully. So I'm going to make up a controller for this display piece, and I suppose this one as well. We'll see how much fuel we got. Yeah, so I'll do that, and I'll be back in a second, and then we're going to see if we can turn this thing on. Alrighty guys, so I've made the controllers for the dials and these buttons, except this little dial on number 3 doesn't currently do anything, so I'm just going to change that to none for the moment. But we do have our, electronics, our compressor, and our boost working, hopefully. I don't plan on actually moving anywhere today, but it may take off on us, so I'm not too sure what's going to happen. So let's turn this gearbox up to maybe 2.1 for that front fan, and the rear fan, let's go down to here, and we'll change that up to maybe 2.1 as well. And I suppose we'll just see what happens, or even if it turns on, actually. I don't know if it will. So let's save this, and let's spawn it in and see what happens. Actually, we may need to add some more pivots. Yes, we do. Oopsie, let's quickly do that. All right, that's a little bit better. It still needs to be a lot higher, but we'll worry about that another time. For now, I just want to see if we can actually get this thing to turn on. So let's open up the door. Yeah, there's water inside. Okay, that's not good. I have to sort that out. Let's shut that one. Good. What's that? Our lights. Okay. Jump up in here. How much fuel have we got? 22,000 liters. Far out. I don't think we're going to need that much, to be honest. I might make the fuel tanks a little bit smaller, so it sits up a little bit higher. That might help. Anyway, let's see if we can turn this thing on. So electrics. Okay, no noise. Compressor. Let's hold that and see if it turns on. Okay, it's definitely spooling up. I don't know. I might turn this up a little bit. See what happens. Okay, it's on. It is on. It started. We're going to need to get a gearbox sorted for these front propellers because they're not moving very fast at all. But that's all right. I don't know if this is going to go backwards either. It might, because the propeller might be at the wrong pitch. Yeah, I think it's going to go backwards. It will go backwards. Let's just turn it up and see what happens. We're going to start moving backwards. Yep, we're going backwards. All right. Let's go and sort out that problem real quick. Take this thing back. So how are we going to do this? Should we just put it in like a negative pitch, I suppose? I don't think I can invert this anyway. So what we could probably do, where is that? Okay, that's got nothing on it. Oh, they're always in positive, aren't they? Can't go negative in them, unfortunately. That's annoying. So what we'll do, if we go constant number, grab one of these ones, we'll just chuck it down here anywhere. That is fine. And we'll just set this to -1. Perfect. And we'll just drag that up all the way up to here. Good. Let's take that out of positive into neutral. Good. So is that still connected? Yes, it is. So that should send us forward in theory, hopefully. Now what we can do next, let's make these tanks a little bit smaller. What if we take off a fairly big chunk, actually? We'll get rid of all of this, and we might end it off here instead. I don't think we're going to need 22,000 liters of fuel somehow. Let's get a wedge and turn that around. Go all the way along like That's good. And then we just got to seal off in here too. Get rid of these pivots that I put in. Boom, 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 boom. Good. And fill in that. Perfect. Okie dokie. Get rid of those ones now. Doink. Just like that. And the only other thing we need to do is link this to there. Okay. How on earth are we going to do this now? Because that's not going to line up, is it? Okay. What we could do if we grab one of these, turn it around that way. Yeah. All right. And we'll just go around like this. As long as it links up, it doesn't really matter, I suppose. Turn that around. That and up. That's just blocked it off completely. Okay, perfect. Let's get rid of that one. We'll turn this around. Jeez, I'm all over the place. We need to go around that way. And this needs to link up in here. So if we go like that, that should work. Actually, that's good. And then that would just be filled in as normal around it. Yeah, that should work. I hope anyway. Let's go like this and fill in that area. And I missed a little bit under here. Bump. Just like that. And just before we spawn it in, let's quickly... We don't even have a gearbox on these, do we? No, we don't. All right, so let's add one of those. Let's chuck it up in here. Gearbox, grab one of these ones, turn it around that way. Perfect. And we'll just go up to 2-1. Should be A-okay. So let's save this. Good. And spawn it in. $32,000 so far. Oh, okay. What's it doing? Is it going to level out? Oh, okay. It's still... Yeah, the front's fairly low, so we need to prop it up a little bit more. But for now... It'll be A-okay. Let's just no clip straight into the cockpit here. Boop, there we go. Jump in our seat. All right, how much fuel have we got now? 16,000. That's a little bit better. I was hoping to get a bit closer to, I don't know, 12 or so, but that's all right. So let's turn the electronics on and the compressor and see what we can get this thing to do. Okay, what's that do? That's our landing gear, isn't it? Don't need to worry about that one right now. All right, so there. Are they going to start spinning a bit faster? They should do, hopefully. All right, okay, let's throttle up a little bit more. Now, we have no control surfaces at the moment, so we've got to keep that in mind. All right. I don't know how this is going to behave, to be completely honest. I think the front's going to dig in a little bit. Yeah, it is. Okay, let's just throttle back a little bit. Okay, yeah, we need some more control surfaces. Boost. Okay. Absolutely no idea what's happening. We need some control surfaces. That's all I do know. If we go full throttle, or a little bit more. Nah. What is going on? Okay, it's picking up RPS very slowly. It's just digging us into the water. Now, we need some control surfaces before we go around doing this. Okay, stop. Take it back. And very good. We're back here. Perfect. All right, so I think I've got this thing sitting in the water a little bit better now. I'll just show you what we've done. I've moved the battery from the front, and I've moved it down the back, as you can see just there, sitting right here. And I've also removed all the weight blocks from the front as well. And the other thing I've done is I've actually moved the fuel tanks back about 3 blocks, I think it was, because they originally started... where are we? They originally started right here, and I moved back 3 blocks, and now they start here. But they still link in between each other, which is pretty good. So what we're going to do, let's spawn it in and see how it sits now. Oh, there we are. Let's see. We'll just give it a minute to settle. Just like that. So that is a lot better than what it was before the front was sitting in quite low. But I'm pretty happy with that for now. I think we're going to have to add a few more pivots to the back or do something back here, take a bit of weight away. It's a little bit lower than what I'd like. I'd like to be able to see, I don't know if I've got binoculars. See how the black's just above the water there and the black is just under the water on the back here. So I want to sort that out as well. But for now, I think this is all right. I'm not sure. I don't think there's any water in the cabin anymore. Oh, there is a little bit back. Okay, so we need to sort that out still. Oh, I'm stuck on a block. Let's just teleport in. Yeah, boop, or no clip rather. Boom, there we go. Very good. So next episode, what I plan to do, I'm hoping to get all the control surfaces sorted and get this thing actually flying. I think it'd be pretty cool. And we'll see how it behaves and make a few little adjustments as we go. But for now, guys, that's going to do us for today. I'd like to thank you all very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.